Have you ever thought, how the heck do I learn to do my makeup properly? One article says that you can't do anything without this product. Another recommends something completely different. And in the end, you are so confused that you maybe don't even start. Well, that's exactly how I felt, and that's why I created this channel. My name is Carolina and welcome to my very first video for this channel, Steps to Glam. First, I want to apologize for my English. I haven't used it actively for a while, but at least now I have a reason to improve. I started doing makeup when I was 14, mainly because I finally realized why I look so weird back then. It was because my eyebrow was so light that they basically didn't exist. And from that moment, I didn't go anywhere without the eyebrow pencil. But beyond that, I didn't really progress with the makeup. I had a clear skin without acne, so I didn't really need any foundation. But over the last 2 years, my skin got worse, so I started to use concealer and a few other products. I became much more interested in makeup and how to do it right, because I knew I definitely doing something wrong. So I decided to dive in, finally learn everything properly and share my journey with you. Now I will show you how I've been doing my makeup until now. You can see where I'm starting from, and maybe some of you realize you are in the same boat. So let's get to it.
Alright, let's do this. I'm just going to put in these clips because I have these little baby hairs that always get in the way. So I've actually only been using concealer lately. I just applied to my acne. On my nose because the skin there is a bit red, and mostly under my eyes because I wanted to cover up my dark circles as much as possible. Then I took a regular sponge and blended everything out. Some areas didn't really get covered, so I have another concealer that's supposed to have much better coverage. It's from Essence, and I use it again on the spots that weren't fully covered. And that was actually it. I didn't use any foundation or anything else. I just wanted to cover my acne and dark circles. Nothing else really bothered me. But one issue I did have was that I would get really shiny throughout the day. So I bought this white powder that's supposed to help with that. And that's basically it. Then I have this contour palette from Rimmel, which has been through a lot. It's totally falling apart. I used the dark shade under my cheekbones. On my nose to make it look slimmer. On my forehead. Chin. And a bit down my neck. There's also a lighter shade, and if I look too pale in certain spots, I use it to balance everything. I also made sure to blend it all the way back towards my ears because even though I never really understood makeup, I was always scared of those harsh foundation lines where you can see exactly where it stops. So that was it for my concealer, foundation and powder, nothing else. Next, I mainly used eyeshadow and mascara to make my eyes stand out because my lashes are short and light, so my eyes are not very prominent. I used this Catrice palette with 5 shades. It's been well loved. At this point, I had no idea what I was doing. So I would just take this middle dark shade and apply it all over my eyelid. I did the same on the other side. Then I flipped the brush and took the smaller side, grabbed it the same shade and put it under my lower lash line. It ended up being way too dark, so I tried blending it out with my fingers. Then I used the smaller brush again, took the goldish dark shade and applied to the outer corner of my eye. I guess I was trying to create some kind of lifted shape. I also added a little under my lower lash line. After that, I used the second to last shade, which is now completely gone, but I scraped up whatever was left and blended it all over my lid, just to even things out. Like I said, I had no clue what I was doing, and I have no idea if this was the right way to do it, but it was just my own little process to make my eye look a bit more defined. I did the same under my eyes to blend out any harsh edges. I always had this noticeable gap between my eyeshadow and my brows, so I just used my fingers to blur everything together. Then I took the lightest shade with the small end of the brush and applied to the inner corners of my eyes, under my lower lash line, and over the entire lid. And then, as always, I blended everything with my fingers again to make sure there were no harsh transitions. Like I said, I was just making this up as I went along. I mainly just wanted to define my eye a bit more because before I only used mascara, and this was kind of my way of adding to that. So now onto mascara. I have this one from Miss Sporty. I really like the brush because it's slim and it works well for my lashes. And that's it. The last thing I use is a lipstick, and I'm actually really happy with this one. It's from Maybelline in shade 65. It's a matte lipstick with a perfect shade and really good staying power. I I let it dry for a minute and then stamp it with tissue so it wouldn't transfer onto my teeth. As a final step, I applied a bit more powder just to make sure I'd stay matte as possible. And this is my finished look. I'm really curious to see how I'll compare this in the future, because even now I'm already laughing at how I do my eyeshadow. But anyway, this is the exact makeup look I've been doing for the past 4 years. This was all I know how to do, and I'm so excited to get better at it.
The internet is full of advice and tutorials, but how are you supposed to make sense of it all? One person uses a brush for blend. A friend of yours says the brush is useless and only uses a sponge. So I wanted to create kind of a video guide for anyone who feels as lost as I did. I'm not a professional makeup artist, but I'll do my best to explain everything clearly so we can finally figure it out this together. I'd love if you share your tips and tricks with me and with the community as we go along. And because makeup is not just about what you put on your face, but also what is underneath. And since I'm now dealing with acne, I completely changed my skincare routine. In my next video, I'll tell you how I did it completely for free without spending a fortune in a dermatologist. So hit the subscribe button so you don't miss it. I will mainly be using NYX products in my videos, and if you want to know why I chose this brand, head over my Instagram Steps to Glam. I'll be posting 2 videos a week, one in Czech and one in English. Leave me a comment below and tell me about your first makeup fail. Thanks so much for being here, and I can't wait to see you in another video.